Only on NBC4, what started as a bike ride in Southeast Ohio left a Columbus woman seriously injured. The woman was attacked by 3 dogs in Vinton County. It happened over the weekend. Tonight from her hospital bed, she is recounting the moments that almost claimed her life. NBC4 Sierra Johnson spoke with the victim, who is now on the road to recovery. Sierra?
Yeah, thankful to be alive. It's a phrase I heard repeated over and over again by Eva Simons as she prepares for her new normal. She's recounting the moments that seem to go on forever after a pack of vicious dogs nearly killed her.
They were kind of coming around me, trying to bite my legs, and they did, and I think once they tasted blood, there was just no stopping them.
Dressed in a hospital gown with bandages on her wounds, surrounded by fresh flowers and loved ones, Eva Simons says her life, her story, could have had a much different ending.
Usually we ride 20-mile loop, come back to the same place for lunch, and then ride another 20-mile loop, and it's hilly.
It was on that ride with a group of friends surrounded by the autumnal scenes of Southeast Ohio, Simons stopped to take a look at her bike. This avid bike rider says it was there she noticed her front wheel was flat.
And I said, hey, I'm turning back. I'm just walking back to the car.
That 4-mile walk to the car should have been just that. But instead, she says less than 2 miles away on a deserted country road, she was greeted by 3 pit bulls. She says the trio was vicious from the start, and once they started biting, it became apparent her 64 years of life would end one of 2 ways.
And I knew what was happening to my legs, so I knew I either die or I lose a leg one way or another. But I was just fighting not to die.
While being attacked and even drugged to a nearby field by that pack of dogs, Good Samaritans were able to scare off the pack, help her into a car where she was rushed to a nearby hospital, and later life-flighted to Columbus, where she currently is being treated.
This part, that will get, resolved.
Deputies in Vinton County say if it wasn't for those Good Samaritans, Eva wouldn't be alive. But she is, and she says she's focused on recovery, on adapting to her new normal, and getting back on the bike she was metaphorically tossed from.
It was a really horrifying experience, but I'm alive. So, this is the worst case scenario. I lost a leg. Part of the leg, but there are many people who live without limbs, and I will too.
Well, we've also learned the owner of the dogs were not home at the time of the incidents. According to law enforcement, all 3 dogs in this situation have been put down. As for the owner, they're expected to face charges.